What's going on YouTube? Hayden Schreier making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we'll be discussing Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as REP to BTC, also known as Augur. That will be the last day we review REP. Then next week, we will be following up with a new altcoin for review. If you guys are interested or know of any, altcoin that you want to see on the channel, definitely make sure to drop it down below in the comments. Without further ado, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and let's jump right into today's episode. So guys, it looks like the winner of the Ledger Nano X has not yet reached out to me, so you know what that means. That means I am giving it away once again. So if you guys are interested in winning this Ledger Nano X, brand new, never been opened, make sure to comment down below, subscribed, and that you want the Ledger Nano X, and I'll be picking it within the next couple of days. So make sure to drop that down below. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. I will be checking to see who is and who isn't subscribed. If you're not, you won't be winning this. So definitely make sure to take a part on that. This thing is like $200 and something. Keep your crypto safe, and it's a way to give back for the 10,000 subscribers you guys blew past. So absolutely huge. But furthermore, I do want to discuss a couple of interesting things right now. Really go in depth with where we kind of left off yesterday, discussing markets, moving up to pretty phenomenal levels, as well as seeing Litecoin not really take advantage of the major volume that's being introduced into the market. So we will be discussing that as well. So before we start, I am on the current coin market cap. I do want to refresh to give us a better overview of what exactly is going on. And you can see that it was smart to refresh because things are always ever changing within the markets. You'll notice that things are starting to dip down, die off. We were at, I think, 338 billion in market cap yesterday. Now at 324. 24-hour volume is staying fairly up there, and then Bitcoin dominance is slowly dipping off. But you can see out of these top 10 cryptos, they are all in red except for Bitcoin Cash and Cardano. But otherwise, Litecoin down 1.7. Honestly, it's really not much of a pull down. It's more of a consolidation. You can see that everything is really just down 1 to maybe 2% max, and trading out sideways for the most part. These coins do, all in all, look kind of good. And after seeing this massive skyrocket to the upside, we're really looking to see some consolidation down sideways. Now also, I really did want to point out something to you guys that was kind of important, and what I want to go on. So as you guys can see, this is my virtual eToro account, and I know I haven't shown this in a long time, but I kind of been, forgetful of it, and I totally forgot about that I even, had the virtual account, and I wanted to, show you guys something huge. And I know that a lot of you guys are interested in, and I'll just let it load up, investing, and you want to invest and make money here on YouTube and within cryptocurrency, but you don't know how. So I wanted to share with you the best way to make this money. And honestly, it's a secret. It's no real secret, but it's just a lot of you guys don't want to hear it. It's literally long-term holding. And I know that's crazy. Obviously, short-term trading is also huge. It keeps you current and up to date and on the news, but you should also be holding on for the long term. So to give you guys an example, we bought Ethereum a couple of days ago. Yeah, back on the 5th, January, February, March, April, May. We bought it May 29th, and we just sold it June 22nd, so it's been less than a month. And I want to show you guys what the power of that was. So Ethereum within that time span has seen many moves of retracement, of upswings. We've seen it all. But you know what? Holding on long term, we battled through that, and inevitably it went up higher. So just because we were not swing trading it and moving it daily, or retracing it, or swing trading it, or doing anything kind of crazy with it, we just let it sit, and we just held off, and we just waited. And in the long term, we did profit off of it. So we sold it. We bought it at $287 and sold it at $311. Made $850 on one trade. That was less than a month. And I know that's sounds like a lot. Or it might not sound like a lot, but without doing anything at all, just letting it sit, it made quite a bit. So that's just another way I trade. I know I have to be kind of picky with the words that I'm saying, because I don't want to make it sound like I'm telling you guys what to do with your money. I'm kind of just sharing what I'm doing with mine, and you guys can do whatever you want with it. But you can see, just letting it sit in the account, not doing much, actually profited money. So it's something interesting to think about, is do you really want to spend all your time diving into the cryptocurrency and analyzing every single movement on it, as much as you could just leave it short term in an account and kind of forget about it and hold it on long term and see profits. So it's something to think about, guys. I'm not saying do one over the other. Obviously, diversity is the best thing. So, diversify your accounts, have certain things long term, have certain things short term, trade around with it, but definitely make sure to not put all your eggs in one basket. And that's kind of what I wanted to, touch upon in today's episode. So we made profit without even really looking at it and doing much about it. But, all in all, Litecoin is still the number one coin that we're really checking out, because you notice we are overbought. We are trading sideways. We're closing up this ascending triangle right here. You'll notice that Bitcoin, Ethereum, they've all broken bullish outside of their ascending wedges and ascending triangles. Ethereum as well did break bullish. You can see it's coming very close to its, also it's, resistance up here, but I think this isn't really that stable enough where it's going to cause any retracement. But you'll notice the fact that we are trading overbought within the market is the indication as to why we're probably going to start to see some consolidation. We were too high up. We're seeing consolidation now, especially within Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is literally going to touch base right here, fall down here, and then it's going to start to trade up higher like that. But I truthfully do think that was the best method in terms of investing. I really do want to, stress that, that there's many different ways to be making money. If you have a busy schedule, maybe long-term trading is something for you. If you have some downtime, maybe short-term trading is the best for you. Do a little bit of both. But for the most part now, everything does seem to be in sync. Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum all seem to be overbought, indicating retracement is due. It is necessary. And I don't even want to really look at the weekly charts, because those are even more so overbought and really stressed right now. You can see for the most part that Litecoin is definitely in needs of some sort of retracement, some sort of sideways consolidation. We've been on a crazy big bull run for the past 6 months, and this is a bull run. 27 to 140 is it's huge, it's massive. And you can see we did break bullish from our high low minimum moving averages, had a little bit of resistance here, but we broke bullish from that. Now retesting that 140 resistance level, but we are overbought. So honestly, it's very interesting, because we saw our price shoot up to $400 within the overbought market. So just because we're in it right now, it doesn't mean we can't go higher. So it's definitely an interesting thing. The only difference is we've been in this bull run, I think around, I don't even want to say the same amount of time. We may have a couple more months leading up to this halving before we see some sort of retracement, but things are getting close. What's crazy too is we're going to start to see, I think we are going to head up higher. I think it's going to do exactly what we saw in the last bull run. And I think more so we're going to have some issues. It's been now a year and a half or 2 years, discussing watching this major bull run and then retracement. And we've been in a bear market for about a year now, a little over a year. And you guys have been watching the channel since then, and you've seen it all. And what's crazy is we're going to start to probably see that again within the near future. I think, honestly, we're probably 3/4 done with the bull market. That's just my opinion. I think we're going to top off pretty soon. That might be at $400. Who knows? But I think we're going to get one more big run, and then we're going to see a bear market again. And the fact that we've been, sticking out with this and watching, we'll know, and we'll be ready for the next time it happens, and we'll be able to ride it out and hold short term and hold long term as well, and we'll be able to make quite a bit of profit off here. Now, the one interesting thing to look at, and what I think is crazy, is the difference in terms of patterns between both breakouts. So you can see previous right here, we saw a major spike to the upside. We saw a major bullish move straight to the upside, indicating that if we think about what current events happened then, it was a lot of media spreading news about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And I think when the media really overinflates it, that's why we saw this massive skyrocket. Then people started selling off, and we started to see a major retracement back down to normal levels. This year around, we're starting to see the same bull market, but it's much longer and it's much slower. It's more stable. It's not straight up. We're seeing sideways movement, sideways trading, and we're slowly increasing our levels higher because there's not much media backing and pushing cryptocurrency. People were so used to seeing, back when Bitcoin was like 20 grand and then it fell to like 2, they kind of forgot about cryptocurrency right now. I bet you if you ask people what's the price of Litecoin, what's the price of Bitcoin, they'll still think it's $20. And when they hear that it's going back up to 150, it's going to be pretty wild. And I think we're going to see a bigger, longer, more extended bull market, but at the same time, I think we're going to see the same sort of bear market as well. So I think, for the most part, we are headed up still. Micro analyzing this, I don't want to confuse you guys, but I think in the long term, we are still going to be heading up to higher levels. Now, I do want to wrap things up with Augur, because I did promise a couple people on Patreon that I would look at Augur, and pretty much it's the same thing for what I said yesterday. But for those of you who are new to the channel, basically what happens with Augur and some other altcoins like Dogecoin, in markets where we're seeing a lot of bull volume, a lot of bullish movement, money is moving into the exchanges, into the coins, we're starting to see other altcoins retrace and act inversely. So as Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP start to skyrocket up, Doge, Augur start to retrace and pull back lower. And then when those big cryptocurrencies start to retrace, the money moves and the volume moves into these smaller altcoins, and they start to head up as well. So we're going to see a very similar pattern like that, most definitely, with REP, Augur, and Dogecoin. We should start to see movement up, probably back to its high-low MMA within the near future, as we start to see what these coins, which are all overbought, as we know, retrace back down. We'll see that volume slide into the smaller altcoins, and then those will start to head up. So my money is on the fact that I do think Augur is going to start to slowly head back up to its high-low middle moving averages. But otherwise, guys, that's going to sum up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Obviously, if you want to take part in the Ledger Nano X, definitely make sure to check it out. For those of you who are wondering about the Bitcoin liquid assets energy drink, I did send those to the winners. You can ask them. I'm sure they're watching this episode, so huge shout out to you guys. Thank you for being a great support to the channel. But otherwise, I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.